Hello Capricorn, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Capricorn is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free. It does not cost you anything. If there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Capricorn, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we start out with a 10 of Wands. This is very intense. You've got your burners turned up to 10. Like you're maxed out on something right now. Yeah. I feel like this is you putting all of your creative effort into something. The channel is wide open. It's flowing through you like you are like you're a rocket ship, you know? Let's put this into some context. Let's see what you're doing with all of this creative fire. Yeah, that's a lot. And I'm getting the feeling that you're kind of hoping that it happens soon so that you can kind of turn the temperature down. It's like you're waiting for the pot to boil, you know, so that you can just cook the food and you can simmer it and you can relax a little bit, like go finish your sparkling water and watch your television show. Because I feel like this is a lot of effort right now, and we're waiting for the thing to happen. And there's us watching the pot, and it's just not boiling. Yeah, we've got a knight. Ooh, this is one of your power cards, Knight of Pentacles. We've got a Princess of Swords. We've got the Hierophant, Four of Wands. See, it will happen. It will happen. I think we got to stop watching it. We got to go do something else for a minute. Yeah, the watched pot never boils. There's another 4. And the Chariot. We've been getting the Cancer energy in your readings quite a bit, Capricorn, because it is your opposite sign. We have an Ace of Pentacles and a 7 of Wands. So at least your 10 is going to be turned down a little bit, maybe into a 7. With the 4 here, I think this is nice because this is the completion of this task. Whatever you're working on right now, you've put all of your efforts into it. This is like 100% of your energy, okay? And I think you're starting to get a little tired. You're getting a little worn out. This might be a work thing. The Hierophant up here may be your boss. The Princess of Swords. Now, sometimes we also get this air sign person or air energy in your readings that just causes some mischief. It's just like a little sylph that's just kind of floating around you, just causing trouble. And it's just like a fly that we're just trying to bat it away. It's not doing any major damage, but it's kind of annoying. And in the past, this has been a coworker / relative. I feel like this is someone that you work with, but you're also related to. And if this is a work situation, I feel like they're not really helping you at all. If anything, they're just distracting you from getting your work done. Right? And of course you have this boss who's up above you, kind of looking over your shoulder, kind of breathing down your neck, right? With this Hierophant energy. And it could be also that you're working very hard to achieve this status, that you're trying to get this promotion into this position. See, this is at the top here. This is either something that's looking down on you and watching you work. But I think this is also your aspiration where you want to be the one in charge. You want to be the one that's kind of supervising everybody else. So I think for some of you, you really are working on a promotion, okay? And I think you have a lot of patience with people. You have a very generous spirit. The 10 of Wands, too, is very, very helpful. I kind of feel like you're taking on the work of a lot of people right now. Maybe just that one. Maybe just this air sign person over here that doesn't seem to even be paying attention, right? They're over here doing their own thing where they should be helping you fix this problem, accomplish this goal, and bring this 7 of Pentacles to completion, right? To finish this job. but you're doing the work of at least 2 people. Yeah. And this is a common thing in your readings too, that you take on, you pick up the slack where other people might be kind of dropping the ball. You'll take on that responsibility because you want to get things done. This makes you a very good and valuable asset to whatever group you're involved with. I feel like it's a work thing, but it could be a community organization. It could be a group of friends, family members. Could be at the church, temple, lodge, order. It could be at some place where you volunteer. It could be your own business as well, right? Maybe you're the owner of this thing. Whatever it is, though, you're a valuable part of the group. And sometimes it feels like you have all the weight of it on your shoulders because there's someone here that's not contributing. There's someone involved here that's just not pulling their weight. They're off kind of fluttering around doing something else. Well, you've got this Knight of Pentacles down beneath you. This is your power card. We're going to talk about that in a second. First, let's choose the mystery card. This is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. And this is going to go right over here. We're going to put Alien Simon Mark Ripley right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together and give us our confirmation at the end of the reading. If at any point during this reading you feel like you know what that card is, I want you to put your prediction down in the comments. Let's do it together. Let's make it a group exercise of intuition. I think it'll be fun. Anyway, the Knight of Pentacles that we see. Okay. Now, first of all, we've got a couple of major arcana energies. We've got these 2, the Hierophant and the Chariot. Now, the Chariot in the environment, I think that this is kind of one possibility. I think that there's this quiet voice in the back of your mind that just says, you should leave, right? The Chariot in the environment and the Chariot, the Cancer energy, of course, being your opposite sign. It's kind of like your alter ego. When you're here in this situation, you're the only one keeping this ship afloat. Whatever this is, if this is a family thing, a business thing, whatever it is, you're the one doing the work and keeping this thing afloat. There's that small part of you in the back of your mind that's saying, just walk away, just run away, drive away as fast as you can, right? It's that devil on your shoulder. It's that alter ego down beneath the surface that's kind of telling you to take off, right? And I don't think you're listening to that energy, but it's something that you do entertain once in a while. Like, what if I just stopped? What if I stopped doing all the work of everybody else? What if I decided one day, I'm sick for a week, right? Not that you would do anything dishonest, but I feel like there is that urge in you at some moments to just walk away from the situation and let the ship sink. If nobody else cares enough or nobody else really, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if they're just kind of oblivious to what the problems are, or if they just take you for granted and assume that you're going to do the work, you're going to get it done, you're going to solve the problem. Here we've got the 4 of Wands. That's what you do. Well, we'll just leave it to Capricorn, they'll fix it. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles, as I was saying, underneath the surface, you've got the long-term vision here. That's your superpower. Okay? Your superpower is to understand that the choices you make right now are leading you to who you will be, where you will be, and what you will be doing at the end of the day, at the end of the week, at the end of the year, right? Whatever time frame you want to look at, you have that power. This is fire and earth. This is your power card, your superpower. And it's your ability to see into the future. I believe that you are clairvoyant. I believe that you are clairsentient. I don't know how it occurs to you, but I feel like you know things. I feel that you're ready to manifest this long-term vision. And that's, I think, why you stay in this situation where you're trying to keep this ship afloat, because this ship is important for your long-term goals. The outcome that you want is very much dependent upon this situation that you're in now. Okay? I feel like there was a minor accident or something. Like something fell and kind of shattered. It feels like something came from a high shelf and like broke, or a few things, or like maybe the whole shelf fell over. But there was kind of a big mess, maybe like a loss of inventory or something like that. I'm kind of seeing like a storage shelf, and a lot of things kind of tumbled off of it and broke. I don't know if maybe it was quite costly or something. But I feel like you're kind of making up for that. You're trying to fix that. There was some kind of a minor disaster at work, and you're the one fixing it. Yeah, something along those lines. There is an older male energy that is passed that's coming through for you. I don't know if it's dad or grandpa or an older ancestor. I'm getting a C name like Chuck or Charlie or something like that. I feel like they had a very strong work ethic. Okay, and I do feel like it's somebody that you know. So I don't feel like it's a distant ancestor. Or, I mean, it still could be, but I think it's somebody that because I see you kind of going, oh yeah, I know that person. Somebody that you've interacted with before, maybe on a higher plane, maybe not in the physical plane. But I feel like they are really instilling this kind of this work ethic in you, and I think that you don't know the word no, you don't know the word quit, you don't know the word give up. Yes, sometimes you want to run the other way, right? Sometimes your alter ego kind of kicks in and you want to just get out of there, right? But you also understand, and this is in the context of the chariot too, that this situation is your vehicle to your future, to manifesting this, right? These two cards are very intimately related. This is the position of what's within you. And in this case, it happens to be your activated superpower. There's a relationship between what is within you and what is outside of you, the environment that you're in. So there's a realization that in order to get to your long-term goal, you need the vehicle. And the vehicle is this, the whatever work you're doing, whatever you are involved with all of this energy. Now, you'll have to excuse the pauses. Sometimes I hit the cough button. I'm dealing with a chest cold. But we're getting through it. Yeah. So, we could talk about this a little bit, I guess. The Princess of Swords. Might be that relative that's not pulling weight. It might be that troublemaker that's just kind of more of an annoyance than anything. They're not doing anything actively to sabotage things, but they're not contributing either. And if anything, they're just taking time and energy away from what you want to be doing, what you need to be doing. It feels like it's a younger person, but that could just be the immaturity. Right, this kind of younger energy. It just feels like they don't care. They don't have as much writing on this as you do. Yeah. They don't have anything invested in this. That they're just kind of playing around, whereas you are thinking long term. Okay. Now the Seven of Pentacles doesn't need much of an explanation, right? This is something that is not growing, that needs your efforts, needs the attention, it needs to be fixed, repaired, it needs to grow, it needs to be nourished, it needs some tender love and care, right? To get this thing. This is the boat that's got holes in it. This is something that's not working, needs to be fixed. And the thing with the sevens is that it's always a labor of love. And so I do have this feeling that it's something family related, or something that's like, there's a reason why you're putting all 10 of your wands into it. And that's because this is a labor of love, and this is something that you want to do, that you need to do, it's in your heart to do this. Sometimes you want to run away, sure. Sometimes we get annoyed at that air sign person, sure. But this is a labor of love, okay? And if it wasn't, you wouldn't be here. It still could be a work thing, of course, It could be a relationship. Maybe it doesn't have to be anything that's that like tangible, So we are very much willing and able to take care of this thing, to fix this thing. There's a confidence here that your will, your efforts, your creative energy is strong enough to get this thing off the ground, to get this thing put together and get it working. Maybe this is the car that's been in your garage for years, and you're getting closer to getting it running again. Yeah. Maybe this is your household finances, and we're getting really close to getting everything functioning again, right? Maybe this is the work thing, the department that you're in, the business that you're running, the field that you work in, whatever organization you're attached to, because there is a larger context here, and the Hierophant is a part of that, or the representative of that larger context, okay? The institution in which you are operating. And so there is this idea of kind of somebody watching what's going on, and that's another reason why we can't let it fail. Because if it fails, it doesn't just look bad on others, it's going to look bad on you too. So it's kind of, you're in this weird position where you can't let this thing sink, because it's a reflection of you. So it's almost like if you have to do it all yourself, then so be it. Because this is vitally important to where you are traveling, what your goals are. Because I feel like it's if you fail as a team. You all fail together, even if other people aren't pulling their weight. Sometimes teams are dysfunctional. Yeah. The good news really with the Four of Wands here is that it is going to get resolved. It is going to get fixed. This project is going to be done. You're going to meet the deadline. It's going to be fine. It might be 100% your efforts that make it fine, but it's going to be fine. And I think in the next 4 weeks at the most, you're going to see the resolution of this. Okay, I feel like the number 4 is going to be a very important symbol for when this thing is going to be done. Okay, could be 4 minutes, could be 4 hours, 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months. Depends on the scale, right? I could say 4 years, but you would gasp. It depends on what you're doing. Maybe 4 years is like nothing, like a blink of an eye for this kind of project. Okay, but we say a number 4 is going to be very significant in when this is wrapping up. All right, and this is one component of your larger plan, your larger picture that you're looking at. Let's go to the path of the Serpent now. And as we do this, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything, and it helps out the channel, and I really do appreciate that. Spirits tell me something about graduating college or university. Either you're graduating, somebody you know is graduating. There's something to do with a graduation, and what are we in March? So yeah, it would be maybe 3 or 4 months from now. There's this completion of things. Maybe this is a school thing for you. Spirit showing me diplomas and those square caps and all the gowns and stuff, So I feel like somebody is graduating in your life, and that's a significant period of time. Okay, I think June, July is very significant for you for that reason, but then there's something else that's happening in the summertime, right? Maybe there's a vacation, or there's something going on in kind of the end of mid to end summer, so July, August even. And it could be after graduation, there's that big trip, right? Something along those lines, but something very significant is coming, and I think you're getting very excited for that. I think it is Four of Pentacles here in the position of your environment. I think it's an opportunity for you to leave home. I think that you are perhaps trying to wrap something up here as quickly as you can. You're really putting in. Now, this could be the college, university, school education kind of thing. We're trying to get it done so that we can go on that big trip, especially with the 4 and the chariot here. It does feel like that. It does feel there is there's a big event, a big opportunity for travel or a vacation, or maybe like that backpack. Yeah, I don't know, I guess people graduate college, they go on a hike or something. I don't know. I never did that sort of thing. But, you take a trip after you graduate, university. I feel like something like that is going on for you. But I feel it's not just, I'm going to go party for a year and then I'm going to go back to school or something. I feel like you're scouting. I feel like you're looking for something. Yeah. And with the 4 of Pentacles here, I wonder if you're looking for your forever home. If you're part of your vision here, because again, I think you're someone that can see into the future. You're looking for those clues, and also here's another 4. You're looking for those synchronicities, because I think you saw something in a vision, and now you're finishing this project, you're traveling the world or whatever, and you're looking for that that dream symbol. You're looking for that synchronicity that maybe tells you where you're supposed to put down roots, where you're supposed to build the thing, build the church, the temple, the lodge, build the business, right? Build the family, build the home. You're looking for that symbol, and you'll see it when you know it. I don't know what the symbol is. It might have something to do with the number 4, or it looks like a 4. I guess it could be a Jupiter sigil, something like that. But you're looking for something specific, and that's where you know. That's the place where you're going to establish something. Yeah? I don't know what it is that you're trying to establish. It could be a charity, it could be a foundation, it could be a spiritual order, it could be a business, a meditation center, I don't know. Something like this, right? A yoga studio, all of these things. Yeah. And that combined with the chariot card, of course, is, again, you need a vessel in order to get this thing going. This could be really something financial that's going to allow us to do this. But whatever this is, it really is an opportunity. Right? This is that setting down that first. This is breaking new ground. This is you kind of putting the shovel in the dirt and saying, yeah, we've started. We've started. This is the first step in this larger context. This vision that you have of the future is starting to materialize. And this is kind of that first thing. It's like you have this vision of this great house you're going to build. Right now it's just an empty plot of land, but this is you digging that first hole, putting that shovel into the ground for the first time, and that's when you can really say it's officially started. Yeah, and this is a blessed feeling when it started, but there's a lot of work coming after this. We thought we were already pretty taxed and pretty overworked here, but when we get over here, then we see the Seven of Wands, and we know that, yeah, it's going to be a lot more work to build this, but this had to come first, and now this is coming, and it's going to be more effort. There's going to be more challenges, but you can do it. This is your will. This is the vision. This is what you have always seen in your future. Okay. And now when we go back to the chariot card in the position of the environment, I feel like you are looking for that home. You're looking for that plot of land that you can say, this is mine. I'm the caretaker of this land. Me, my family, my pets, my plants, whatever. But this zone, right? And we put a fence around it and say, okay, this is what I'm responsible for. This is what I'm taking care of. And I feel like you want that. You want to build that kind of forever home, and you want to fill it with love, right? What do we not see in this reading? I'll give you a second to look. What do we not see? We've got major arcana. We've got fire, fire, fire. We've got a little bit of air. We've got earth, earth, earth. And you know what I always say about fire and earth, right? It is direct manifestation. It is an instant connection, having the impulse and having the behavior to go with it. Right? From heaven to earth, fire to earth energies. What we don't have is the water. Right? What we don't have is that love in it. Now, it's implied, because like I said, this is a labor of love, because the 7 of Pentacles, it's a 7. 7 is the number of Venus. It's love. Right? It's that passion that burns bright for whatever effort you're doing. That's the reason why we can endure this. It's because this is our love. Right? But what we want to do is build this forever home and fill it with love. Fill it with things that we value. People, pets, plants, experiences. And I think that this is really your attempt to build something that is full of love. Now, it could be that yoga studio. It could be that charity, that foundation, that organization. It could be the family. It could be, a home for all of your loved ones, It could be the place where you're going to start those things. But that's kind of the vision. That's kind of, because again, these two cards are intimately connected. Just in their position of the dove and serpent spread, these two positions are related. And this is what you're having the vision of, is the vessel, the means by which you're going to start this work and have this big battle to create what you're creating. But then this is also that Cancer energy that talks about the home, the place that is yours, where you feel safe, where you feel comfortable, where all of your needs and desires can be met and expressed, right? where you can live the life that you want to live, where you can have your best life. Yeah. We know it's going to be a challenge. We know that there's going to be a lot more work ahead of us. But this is 7 of Wands. It's a labor of love. It's a fight of love. There's passion here. There's purpose behind what you're doing. And I bet you that mystery card's going to be some water energy. Maybe we should take a look. I'm saying water energy. If you have a prediction, I want you to put it down in the comments. Let's see what we've got. An Ace of Wands. Well, it's not water, but we'll take it. Because this is something that I think, and maybe the water energy is just going to stay implied for the future. Maybe this love energy we're talking about is with these 7s that we see. And the 7s are really the motivation, the confidence to meet with these challenges, right? And what do we have? Fire and earth. Fire and earth. Fire and earth, right? And we have earth and earth. We've got a little bit of the water with the chariot card, right? Because it's Cancer, it's a watery sign. And then what it all comes down to, the confirmation card was more fire. It's pure fire. It's pure will, pure manifestation. Now, we could even say that this Princess of Swords are just some of the doubts and the disbelief and some of the pessimism that you've had to endure. But it's behind you, and now you're focused on fire and earth, manifesting through these challenges because of what you are creating. It's worth it. These are labors of love. This is pure. There's nothing interfering with your process because fire and earth, again, if you're a fan of the challenge, of the channel, you know that the challenge is to go from fire to earth in that pure spiritual electrical current, right? It's like just 2 wires that are connected, fire and earth. Instant manifestation. It doesn't always work that way because there's our human personality that gets in the way, our thoughts and feelings, our beliefs, our values, right? And sometimes our beliefs limit us, interferes with that connection, that fire to earth plug. Well, you got rid of the air. That's not interfering. That's not changing how your will is manifesting. Okay? And sometimes the water energy can interfere too. I don't see that it is. I feel that the water energy is it's consolidated in such a way where it's acting as the perfect conductor. You know within you that you're doing your will, that this is something that has the utmost value to you. It is pure water energy in there so much. It's so contained and so consolidated that we can't even see it right now. But it's there. It's implied in all of these cards, really. And I think it's very much implied in the Chariot card because this is what you are working toward manifesting, is that feeling of safety, that feeling of this being your space, this being your responsibility, right? Feels like you're establishing something. Yeah. Very interesting reading. We're going to do an extended too if you want to stick around. There's a link in the corner. There's a link at the end of the video. There's one down beneath the video in the description. New readings for Capricorn every Thursday and Sunday. I'm here every day from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Chicago time. You can come see me tomorrow. Okay. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. It does not cost you anything. Leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.